Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duo Sarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video is going to be the continuation of our leveling guide. We're going to do level 60 to 61, the final portion of our video. Real quick before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or enjoy the content on the channel, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me, help to grow the channel, and we're pushing for that 20k number. Without further ado, let's get into it, and let's talk about this. So first things first, this is going to be through questing only. We're going to do as little combat as possible, and we're going to avoid grinding at all costs. This is going to be infinitely faster than grinding unless you're grinding at some super endgame spot getting carried with a bajillion scrolls, so if you're a solo player or don't have friends to carry you through things, this is going to be a great method for you. This method does require the Chenga Tome. If you do not have the Chenga Tome, follow the guide that's linked in the description below. It's going to send you on a quest chain that'll give you this Chenga Tome. Also, if you're picking up the series without having watched the episode preceding this, 59 to 60, you can actually start at this 59 to 60 portion if you're level 60 right now. From levels 59 to 61, you're going to gain the same EXP from the quest that I show in these two videos. If you're before level 59, watch the levels 56 through 59 videos that are out on the channel, starting from the first one. But anyway, enough of this. We're going to pick up where we left off in the last video, so if you're picking this up now, you will ultimately end up at this point. And the next chain quest in this guy's quest line is going to be go fishing. I sat here for 45 minutes fishing and did not catch the fish that he wants. So if you feel like you got good RNG, or if you're going to need to make up some EXP from other videos, go ahead and do this fishing quest. Otherwise, I have had enough of doing that fishing quest. So the next quest in our line is to return to the Viv Fordetta Hamlet and talk to that dude. So I'll meet you over there. After turning in the quest up here at the top of the Viv Fordetta Hamlet, that completes the quest line. So we are now going to head on down to the Chem Sylvia vicinity. After you get down here, you're going to find the node manager, Fanpa, and talk to him and play through his quest line. So completing that quest line is going to drop you off right here at the Lamari Guard Post, which is our next location in our video. Do want to point out that I suck at Black Desert Online and I died once during that quest line. It is a relatively difficult quest line. This is my gear score right here, which is nothing spectacular. It's pretty much story gear here at this point. 138 AP, 102 Awakened AP, and 165 DP. So if you want to get better stats than that before you attempt this next portions of the video, you might want to try that. But I did lose 1% of my EXP doing that quest line, so you could theoretically be up to 6.8% right now. Anyway, the quests that you're going to pick up at the Lamari Guard Post are going to start right here. There's a quest line to pick up from her. And then continuing around the loop, just follow the road. You'll find a quest right here where the road starts to fork back together. There'll be another quest. So go ahead and knock out these two quest lines. So along the way down, it's going to make you stop at Tanis Pond, and then there's this next node of Caudiel Forest. The Caudiel Forest is before the Old Wisdom Tree, and there's another quest line we can pick up right here, so pick up this one too. And the second part of her quest line is a quest we're going to have to come back to. Too much AP required to do this one. So eventually completing those quest lines is going to bring us back to the Old Wisdom Tree. So from the Old Wisdom Tree, our next location we're going to head to is the Ahib Conflict Zone, so I'll meet you over here. So from the main gate of the Ahib Conflict Zone, which I didn't really leave the map open long enough, but this is where we're at relatively from the Old Wisdom Tree. So you're going to come in through the main gate, turn to the right, there will be a quest right there that you can pick up. And then a little bit further up the road, there will be an additional quest. You can start seeing it come into shot right now. Complete both these two quest chains, and I'll see you when we're done. Completing those two quest lines is going to bump you up another 7% EXP, and from there we are going to navigate to the Marcha Outpost. So I will meet you over here. Alright, so upon arriving at the outpost, we have a quest right here we can pick up, and then a little bit further in, there are two additional quests. One right here, and one a little bit further up. Remember, we do not do quests that have incomplete borders. These quests will not reward you with combat EXP. So go ahead and knock those out, and I'll see you back here. So after you complete all those quest lines, you're going to be chilling at 22.5% EXP. One of the quest lines is going to take you to our next area, the Gaiac Altar. So we're going to meet you over there to see what quest we got to pick up. But also, apparently you can do this guy's quest because it's a combat EXP quest. It doesn't give you a whole lot of combat EXP, but it does give you a little bit. Anyway, I will meet you at the Gaiac Altar. So this is the quest that we're going to turn in from one region that we were coming to into this region, and now we're going to go take a look at all the different locations we have quests. So we have two quests available right here. A bit further over to the side of the region that we ended up in, you will find a huge horse farm with another quest you can pick up. A little bit further down on the map, over in this direction, you will find another two quests you can pick up. And then a little bit north of where we just started, we have another two quests we can pick up right here. So as you complete these quests, more quests are going to populate in each of these different areas, so make sure to check them all before you move on to the next area. Look at my EXP right now, and then we'll see how much more I gain so you know how many quests you had to do in each area. So after finishing up in that area, you're going to be chilling at about 38% of your EXP bar filled up, which is pretty cool. That means we are 1/3 of the way there. The remaining quests that we're going to do, however, are going to require a bit better gear than we've had. going through these. So the first quest that we've done throughout this have pretty much taken no gear whatsoever. We now need to start killing some mobs for different quests, so you're going to need to make a slight bump to your character. All the armor bonuses that you're going to need for this are going to be acquired directly from the story. So if I open up my inventory to take a look at it, you can see that the armor that I'm currently using is the Roaring Magical Armor. This is obtained for completing the Calpheon questline series. We also have the Freed Magical Shield, which I could actually upgrade another stage further for a little bit more AP, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But this is also obtained from completing story quests. The Helmet Armor upgrade we're going to use is obtained from the questline The Median Royals of the Past. If we scroll on down to the Successful Metal Casting quest, you can see we get the helmet for free. This can also be repeated on all of your characters, so you can keep getting that helmet. And both the gloves we're going to use, as well as the boots we're going to use going forward, are obtained from the Median questline. The two quests are Tornadada's Declaration of War and the Basham's Answer. So those two questlines will give you all the armor. After you play through those questlines up to those points, you can stop with them because you've gotten all the gear you're going to need. But anyway, once again, the two questlines are Valencia, Eastern Sands Kingdom Story, as well as Median Royals of the Past. So that'll give you all the armor you see me rocking right here. The accessories, you actually get better ones just for playing through the story than I have on this character. This is an alt, so I don't have all the story accessories, but just playing through the story is going to give you some better accessories. We're going to use the story weapon that you get for going to Medea, the Black Abyssal Battle Axe. And the only thing we need to spend money on is an upgraded Awakening weapon if we're going to be using the Awakening stance. For this, I would recommend using your green weapon that you get. So your green weapon for your class in the Awakening stance, and pick up a tri version of this. So this is going to set you back just under 200 million silver. Do know that there's an event coming out, or it might already be out by the time that this video goes live, where you're going to be getting a free set of the gold tier, the yellow tier weapons of the tri varieties. So for one class, you can pick it up and use that if you want, although I'd recommend saving that for a class that you're definitely sure you're going to want to main. You can always sell on the green version of your Awakening weapon onto the marketplace if you decide you don't like the class, but the one you get from the story you are locked with. You can only resell it on for a very small portion of its actual value. So save that event quest 1 for a class that you really want. So after you've picked up your weapon, gone and done those side quests to pick up the armor, or just bought some better armor off the marketplace, entirely up to you, I'm just showing you the cheapest route to be able to do this. You're going to want to head over to the Shrekrin Necropolis, which is to the left of Duvenkroon, so I will meet you over there. When you get here, there's going to be one NPC with a questline that you can follow through. Play through the questline as far as it'll go before it locks you out. You need to have knowledge of the NPCs in the area for the quest to go further, which we're not going to have since we skipped all the story content. So just play out this questline as far as you can. Alright, so after completing those two quests, you're going to be chilling at 40.5%, and our next location is Night Crow Post. So here's Duvenkroon. It is up and to the right of Duvenkroon. It's on top of this mountain. There are several quests we're going to pick up here. It's going to take you around to some other points where we're going to pick up some other quests. So when I'm done with the chain, I'll show you how much experience I've gotten. But anyway, the first quest is right here at this little bridge heading over into nothingness. From the bridge, if we move up the staircase over here, you will see another quest up there that we can pick up. Right there. And if we follow this path up and to the left, and continue to make our way as far up this mountain to the left side as we can, you'll find a quest sitting right here on the ledge, and then an additional quest over here on the ledge. And then the third quest up here is not a normal quest. It's one of those ones without the full border, so don't do that quest. So anyway, you got 4 quests you can pick up right here on this. They're going to be shorter quest chains, so go ahead and knock out the chains, and I'll see you back here. En route to completing the Brave Child quest, you're actually going to run into this dude who gives you a quest to kill 5 Blood Wolves, so pick up this quest. This is going to be the first of our difficult combat quests that we're going to have to do, so this is the first one of them. So after completing the quests over there, you're going to end up at 53.5%, and we are now into another region where we're going to have to do combat quests. Fortunately, this area is a lower recommended AP, so it should be a bit easier, especially with the weapons and stuff that we picked up. But anyway, the location that we need to start in is at the Tshara Ruins. So right here we have a questline that we can pick up from this dude sitting on a house, also a good place to park your horse. But there is an additional questline that we can pick up over here. So you see the NPC Milana on my map. It is in the ruins off to the right, so I'll show you where she is. So she's located all the way up at the top, overlooking this like valley down here. So go ahead and pick up her questline, knock out both these questlines, and I'll come back when we're done. So one of the quests while you're completing the chain from the Tshara Ruins is going to drop you down this path, and at this path you will run into this little complex right here. Atop the complex is a quest that we can pick up that will reward us with some combat XP, so pick this up while we're on our way through. And along the path to go turn in that quest, you're going to run into 2 more quests you can pick up. Once again, we do not pick up quests that do not have the complete border, so this quest and this quest, pick up both of those. So after completing that initial quest line that started out way over in the Tshara Ruins, it ends up over here in the middle of nowhere, and it's going to drop us off to 67% of the way, so we're 2/3 of the way done. We now need to go back around the game world and complete any combat quests that we weren't able to do earlier. And the start of that circle back starts with talking to our Black Spirit. If you press the comma key to bring up your Black Spirit, navigate to the Quest tab, click on Suggested, you are looking on the An Intervention from the Black Spirit quest line. This is going to take us back over to the Shara Ruins area, so if we go ahead and click on this, open up the map, we are now going to be heading back in this direction. Continue to play through this questline because it should continue to auto-complete all the way until we're done with it. To complete the last part of the questline, you need to talk to the Black Spirit once again, press the comma key to do that, quest, navigate to Suggestion, and you want to pick up Wrapping Up the Story, and that will complete the questline. So all you got to do is go all the way back to the ancient ruin that we started at. So after fully completing that questline, we're going to be chilling just under 75%, so we only got to do like another 18, 19 more quests to be able to hit level 61. And the very first one we're going to start with is going to be Yakatum, just above the Shrekrin Necropolis. So we were already here once before on our way around this way. We're now going to be working our way back across the map to the left. So the location you need to go for this NPC is right here on the map. I'll zoom out a little bit. There's Duvin Kroon down there. This guy's a bit out of the way. There's no node to directly track it, so you're going to need to find his little camp. Anyway, this is Yakatum, so pick up his questline and play it out. Okay, so after completing that questline, you're going to be chilling at 81.25% EXP, so we are so close to being done with this. The next quest we're going to do is backtracking further into Kalmasilvia. So one of the quests we picked up along the way, which was in the Caldeel Forest over here, that we ended up skipping out on because it was too difficult at the time because we didn't have enough gear, was killing poachers. So we need to kill several poachers, and the easiest way to do that is actually the ones by the Old Wisdom Tree. So the ones that the quest gives you over in the Caldeel Forest involve you like fighting around a whole bunch of difficult enemies, but just to the north of Old Wisdom Tree, there are poachers that have no enemies around them other than the poachers themselves. They still hurt, you're still going to have to be smart about it, and you need to avoid dying at all costs because you'll lose 1% experience, but go ahead and knock out this questline and return to the Caldeel Forest. After you turn in that questline, you're going to get a second questline from this Kalmasilvia Priestess, so play through that one. Do know the completion of that quest is incredibly taxing on your HP. There's going to be a lot of mobs out there. You might want to kite them around a little bit to make room for you just to press R on the mob that you need to complete the quest. So just be careful over there. Be really, really careful. So completing that questline is going to push you to 83.8%, and we are going to be heading back to the Weenie Cabin from our level 59 to 60 video. Back at the Weenie Cabin, and we're going to complete the quest, the combat quest that we couldn't do before. Okay, so I'm going to be going a little bit out of order from where the trajectory we were taking originally to take us back to Calpheon, because the next quest in our chain has to be done at nighttime, which is 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. in-game. So it's 1 a.m. right now, and if I keep following the path, I'm not going to get here in time to show you the quest. At any rate, for this quest, you need to navigate back to Brelyn Farm, where we originally started our 59 through 61 bit of the video series here. Press the comma key to open up the Black Spirit. Under the Black Spirit's quest tab, the suggested tab, there's a quest called Suspicious Farm. Go ahead and accept this quest and play through the quest line here. Again, while running the quest, you're going to have to bring up the Black Spirit and look for the Church of Elyon quest. The Black Spirit's going to pop up, but the quest you're looking for is Church of Elyon. Go ahead and accept that quest. Anyway, completion of that nighttime quest, as well as completion of the Looney and Weenie Cabin sections, is going to take you up to 93%. We are 7% away, and our next quest chain that we're going to pick up is right here. It is an unmarked location on the map. So I'm zooming in and out, and hopefully you can find it. Up here is Brelyn Farm, down here is the Aether Guard Post. It is along the path if you were to auto path between the two locations, about midway through it. So you got this little Star's End AP guide right here. It's located on the ridge overlooking the ocean. Pick up this quest line and play through it. Do know that the second quest in the chain requires you to kill really strong monsters, so you're only going to get 1.3% out of this one unless you're super geared. Next, we're heading on back to the Aether Guard Post. So one of the quests we jokingly skipped was this quest right here, where we talked to this NPC Salim. He's located by the potion person in the Aether Guard Post. And I joked that if I'm 1% short, I'll have to come back to this, and I'm like 5% short, so here we are, coming back to it. But it involves killing the blue crab people that are around the area, so go kill them and come back to him. So this is another one of those quests where the mobs will one-tap you if they touch you, so you gotta be careful. Try and kite them around to get to each point where you need to talk to, but after you do that, another 1% EXP to your list. And you can actually do a second part to his quest where you need to answer some questions. The first answer is the lighthouse, and after that you're pretty much done in this area, so that's another 2-point-something% EXP. While we are down here in Grana, we're going to go ahead and pick up this quest right here from the Scholar. Survivor of the Ambush, go ahead and pick that quest up. The quest actually is selected from right here next to one of the people we said. I know we said to avoid this quest earlier, but we are going to need the experience points. Alright, we've gone ahead and completed the quest where we need to gather the item from the stone crabs, so completing that quest is going to give us some XP. And then talking to him after picking up the quest from Grana, the same NPC, is going to give us some more EXP. Talk to him again to complete another quest. And that's going to put us all the way up to 99.5% EXP, which means we have exactly one more quest we need to do. And that final quest is back at Brelyn Farm. So when I mentioned you can complete all the stuff down in this region and then work your way back up to Brelyn Farm, that's what I was talking about. I just had to get that quest done because it was nighttime at that point in my game. So I'll meet you up at Brelyn Farm. So once again, in Brelin Farm, you're hopefully here at night and complete the night quest. And after you complete the night quest, we have one more quest from Reggie that we didn't complete because it took us back to Calpheon before. So if you completed this one already, you should already be 61 by now. But anyway, that final quest is going to take us back to Calpheon that we just picked up. So we started level 59 in Calpheon, and we are ending in Calpheon, so you can continue and do whatever you wanted in your life. But anyway, I will meet you in Calpheon for the turn-in. Alright, so we have arrived in Calpheon, about to turn in the quest, hand it over, complete the quest, pick up level 61 from that turn-in. And actually, if you're still a little bit short, there is another quest where you have to take this back to Reggie. So if you want a little bit more XP, if you're short, you can pick up that quest and finish it off. So we didn't actually need to do the quest where we went from Grana back up to that post. But anyway, other locations where you can pick up quests if you're still short. As you know, if you've watched this series, we had this fishing quest down by the old wisdom tree that we did not finish. So if you want to sit here and fish and you really want that 1.3% EXP from finishing that fishing quest, you can do that fishing quest. At the old wisdom tree, there is also another combat quest that we skipped that involves killing birds and stuff out in this field. This field I like to call the death field for a solo player. You're definitely going to need some friends, especially as a new player. Speaking of the death field, in the middle of the death field, there's this little pond with this NPC Milden. There is another death quest over here to kill mobs, so if you have guild members that can help you, you can pick up some EXP from completing that quest as well. In addition to this, up at the Caudil Forest, right here where there's this NPC Jeremo, there's a quest to kill some snakes and bears. This isn't a difficult quest, it just takes a long time because they have huge HP pools. So if you want to go through and deal with this quest, you can do that as well. Better if you bring along some friends to make it a little bit easier. If you're still short after doing all of that stuff, you can also head back to the Shrek Necropolis. We skipped the quest where we had to talk to the NPC over here because he requires 400 Amity to continue in the quest line. You can get that 400 Amity if you have knowledge of the various churches throughout the world of Black Desert, so go ahead and explore all those, or if you're really freaking lazy, you can just press the greet button that you see that pops up when you're talking to an NPC. If you hit that button, every time you hit it, it consumes 3 energy and raises your Amity with the person by 3. So you could literally wave to them for 400 energy worth to complete that quest line and continue with the quest. Not recommending, but it's something you can do. If you're still short after all of that, you're going to have to play through the Camisylvia questline. The Camisylvia questline will allow you to complete these 2 quests that we've had sitting here since the level 60 video, the level 59 to 60 video, and completing those 2 quests will give you another 2.5% EXP. Now, if you're still short after that, you're probably going to have to go and grind. There's a few more combat quests spread around throughout the world, like this one over in the Mansion Forest, but for the most part, you should already be 61 by now. If you've done all the quests in this video, you definitely should be 61. But if you missed something, those are the other locations you can hit. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. We started you in Calpheon, we dropped you off in Calpheon, so you should be pretty happy. One more thing that I have for your viewing pleasure here, which I hope is popping up on the screen, yes it is, cool, is a map that I drew of my exact path throughout the game world here in Black Desert to be able to pick up level 61 going from 59. So you can follow the path, I'll walk you through it real quick, but the link to this will be in my Discord, so you can pick it up from there. But anyway, you're going to start at Brelin Farm, loop your way down all the way around to Grana, pick up this quest that we picked up on the way back around because why not? Might as well get it now so we don't have to backtrack later. But anyway, continue around up to the Villefret Hamlet, Old Tree, back to Villefret, back down, around through Drigan, over, do the quest chains around there, loop yourself back around to Grana, pick up the quest in Grana, age your guard post, pick up the little side quest along there, back to Brelin Farm, do the night quest, and head back to Calpheon for the completion. And that will do it, folks. That is going to be it. Anyway, if you did find this video useful, if it's going to help you to hit level 61, I certainly hope it does. Make sure to leave a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and make sure you're subscribed so you stay updated when new content comes out. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.